The art of Bizen is Betsy Aaron's subject this morning.
Good morning, Charles.
You want to tell me what that is?
Sure. It is a form of unglazed stoneware, pottery, that the Japanese have been making since the middle of the 12th century. And actually, the technique for making it hasn't changed very much since then.
It sounds interesting. Is it a complicated process? I suppose it is.
Well, the results are fascinating. They look as if they had exploded from the earth. It's very rough, and you feel as if it has the secrets of the earth on it. If you turn a piece of Bizen around, it gives you a totally different feeling on each side. The process isn't very complicated, but it's very unpredictable. You take all of this work and you put it in a kiln and you fire it, and then you can't control it totally. The potter we visited, Michael Marcus, only fires his kiln once a year, so he takes all of the work and he puts it in there and he sets fire to it, and you say, oh my God, is it going to work? The firing is exhausting and exhilarating, and at times it's very dangerous. Wait till you see the burn marks on Marcus's face. The kiln has been on fire for 12 days and 12 nights. How hot is it inside? 2,300 degrees hot.
And then give me some small pieces so I can feel the cracks.
It's August, and 1,500 pieces, all made by potter Michael Marcus, are baking in this kiln in Monterey, Massachusetts. What's inside is a year's worth of work.
Pottery, to me, incorporates almost every aspect of human existence. You can use your intelligence, your consciousness, your spirituality, and then you can use your body as well. So it's a kind of balance.
Marcus makes a Japanese form of pottery called Bizen. It is rough, flawed, unglazed, high-fired pottery. The decoration comes from what happens to each piece inside the kiln. It's a collaboration, the clay, the potter, the fire.
There's something totally primal and invigorating and compelling about this type of ceramics. It doesn't see art as perfection. It sees art as the very core nature of what life is, with all its human frailties and accidents and flaws. It's more quiet, it's more subtle, it's more tranquil.
To create this subtle, quiet pottery takes the burning of 15 cords of wood. That's a lot of wood. And then there's the charcoal. The pots are randomly assaulted by burning embers, ash, and the charcoal.
All finished?
Couple more shovels.
All right.
The kiln is a burning beast which must be fed. Not too much, not too often.
Okay, stick to the side.
Go.
Go. 24 hours a day, every 10, 15 minutes, monitoring the sound of the kiln, because the sound is what's teaching us. It wants more wood. It's hungering for wood. Okay, Shelley, ready?
Get ready.
10, 12.
10, 12.
Shayla Flynn's a potter. She's been through this exercise with Marcus 4 times.
We pit ourselves against the elements, the kiln, the fire. All this energy comes together, and it's, for me, symbolized in the explosion of the chimney as it ignites.
Oh, you catch that?
It's that kind of culmination that is what excites me the most.
Okay, ready, Andy? Go.
It's sort of like climbing the highest mountain and wanting to reach the top of Everest.
Andy Hampton's also a potter and an old friend. At times, a very exhausted friend.
Mike thinks those are his pots in there, but they're mine too.
Michael Marcus didn't always make unglazed pottery, but then he discovered Bizen. He studied in Japan. He immersed himself in the culture, where since the 16th century, beautiful Bizen pottery and the tea ceremony have complemented each other.
He has the Western moment and he has the Eastern moment, and he's consciously working toward the reconciling of these two.
Andrew Pekarek is assistant director at New York's Cooper Hewitt Museum.
Some pots are very Japanese in their feeling. They're very restrained, they're very quiet. They ask to be studied at length before they reveal themselves. Other of his pots are marching out with guns and trumpets and flags to demand your attention. Michael is unusual in that he seems to be able to keep both of these balls in the air at the same time.
The kiln has been cooling for 5 days.
The little pieces going here. We have no idea, really, of what's going to be coming out. Expectations are very dangerous, and I have millions of expectations in this kiln.
What do you think, huh? Look up there.
Wow. The first chamber has the most important pieces in it because it gets that intense wood firing for most of the kiln firing time. The chances of destruction are inevitable.
Nice, huh?
Now, the big piece is coming out, okay?
There was no wood thrown into this chamber, just intense heat. The pieces have been wrapped in white straw.
Straw acts like a spider web. Instead of attracting spiders, attracting ash to the designs that are created by the straw.
Here, the pieces were totally covered with charcoal.
The charcoal explodes on the molten surfaces. Everywhere it ignites, it creates beautiful patternings, flashings, iridescent colorations, mottlings, almost like an impressionistic painting.
It took another day to unload the kiln, and many more days to decide which pieces would be shipped to Japan for Marcus's first exhibit in the land that had inspired him. The gallery is in Nagoya. It's now December.
I think the Japanese public, I'm sure, is fascinated by Michael's work because it is in an idiom with which they are very familiar.
Andrew Pekarek.
They can literally see embodied in these pots the flow of ideas back and forth between East and West.
でもやっぱり緑茶抹茶美味しい抹茶入れてこのコントラストが綺麗ですよ。To have my work approved by the Japanese obviously gives me some pleasure. However, I have to do this in America. Whatever is America inside of me, whatever particular dynamics of my personality are very slowly but surely coming through my work.
It's now the winter of '93, back in Massachusetts, and the whole process begins again. Can you assess where you are in your career now?
I always tell people that I've just entered the Neanderthal, and I feel kind of still primitive, but I'm coming through the dark ages now, and once in a while I do get a lot of joy out of some kind of breakthrough that I've made. I like to push the envelope of my art. I like to go further, push it, make the form more round, more big, you know, just constantly try to push where I'm going.